So I want to talk for a second about what to do with your throwing water. Once you've thrown for all day and you've got some pretty muddy water going, the bottom of this bucket is going to have a sludge on it. You do not want this going down your drain. So I've got a really simple way of keeping this part of the clay out of my drain. What I do is I just keep a couple of buckets here, and I'll take the sponge out of my water and I'll mix that sludge into the water so that it'll come out of the bottom of the bucket mostly. And then once it's mixed up, I'll go ahead and pour it into one of my buckets. Now my bucket's ready for clean water for my next throwing. Now after a few days or hours or however long it takes, the clay will start to settle and the water will rise to the top of the bucket. So you can keep using your bucket over and over by just tipping it and letting the water run off. You can see that everything that's running off is just clear water, and this bucket is almost full. But that gives me a little more space to add. And now once you've done this for a while and you've drained off the water several times, once you get to the point where you can't add anything else, I take that off and I let the bucket dry. And you can either reuse that clay if you have a pug mill or if you really like wedging, or you can do what I do, which is I let that dry completely, knock it out of the bucket into the trash can, and put the bucket back in the sink.